Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Beyond Second Cognition. I'm in Beall. The topic of this video is to announce the release of my latest book, The Actuality Field, How Humans Interface with Consciousness. Now, there's a little bit of a backstory on this, and I'm going to go ahead and share it with you because this is how important I feel this particular little book is. It's not that long, 110 pages, but the information in it is pretty earth-shattering. Was to me anyway. I was working on a project called The Final Frontier, Can Humanity Mature into Consciousness? And I was 5 chapters into that book when the realizations came through regarding what I share in the actuality field. It was so foundation shaking for myself that I figured this has to be a book all by itself. It doesn't need to be buried in the middle of a longer volume. And so I stopped writing The Final Frontier and produced The Actuality Field. So the reason I tell you this background story is if I'm willing to interrupt a book that I'm 5 chapters into and making good headway into and decide to completely redirect and write this other book, it's some important stuff. So we've got it priced at $9.99. It's available on Amazon and Kindle and will be through other booksellers. I want to thank all those people that have joined and followed the channel. And for those newcomers, I want to tell you that our work is pretty much out there all on its own. There's nobody in the marketplace doing what we're doing or educating with what we're educating with. A lot of people say, well, it looks like this and it sounds like that. And I'm here to tell you, folks, looks like and sounds like ain't the same as the real thing. If you're tired of dealing with speculation and running down tireless rabbit holes of spiritual promises of magical powers, you might want to look at our work because we don't play with that falderall. We give you the how-tos of understanding so you can advance your awareness and get out of the cognitive boxes that have you locked in to the perceptual reality that you are locked into. A lot of people talking about the Great Awakening. Well, getting into the conspiracy stuff is all fine and wonderful, but it's not going to take you the rest of the way. So if you want to inquire about what our work is, it's an educational process that's going to advance you and expand you. And I don't make hollow promises. There's nothing we write about that more or less can't be delivered, at least so far as the methodology we share with people and how you can grow yourself. So if you're tired of chasing the merry-go-round and the mystical promises and the whoop-de-doo, then you might want to look at our work. If you think that our work is comparative to that, you really haven't studied it. Those that have studied the work know that we're not playing games, that we deliver on what we propose in our works, which is one thing that none of the spiritual traditions on this planet do. They never deliver on the goods. So to understand what your purpose is, which so many people are wrapped up in trying to figure out, and what is the meaning of life, and why are we existing at all, and all these things about getting to the afterlife, and NDEs, and the Beall, and all these other things, this Actuality Field book takes it down pretty much to the grassroots of it all. Explains what your purpose is, what the meaning of life is, and what humans are supposed to be doing that we've not been doing, so far as our role in the cosmos, or what I call the actuality. If you're interested in finding these things out and getting yourself out of the quagmire of I don't knows and hollow promises, then you might want to look at our work, because that's where you're going to find answers, not speculative whoop-de-doo. For those of you doing the work, stay the course. Don't give up on yourselves.